How's it going, folks? We're here live in Boise, Idaho, bringing you some Week 4 SFLm action. The Lincoln Rattlesnakes will be taking on the Boise Mud Dogs, both teams holding a 1-2 record. I'm Mark Radson, joined by Benji Matson and the stat team of Rosca, the stat man, Santagria, and David Horrell. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Benji, how's it going?
Good afternoon, Mark. It's Wednesday. There's football. Any day with football is a good day. Ready for a good matchup.
I couldn't have said it better myself there, Benji. Now, do you have any thoughts on the upcoming game you'd like to share?
Well, this is going to be sneakily a very important game this afternoon. We already saw a battle between two 1-2 teams earlier in the earlier window, Lincoln and Boise. You don't really want to say it, but this has the atmosphere of a playoff game. I wouldn't want to be on the losing side of this matchup today.
No, of course not. Each team here coming off of a loss, they're going to want to right the ship, get the momentum going in the right direction, especially with postseason coming up very, very quickly. Now, we're ready to get this one started. I always like to start it off. We have a new guy. We have a new player here on the Rattlesnakes. 6'6", 269 defensive end, Mike All. Just want to welcome you to the league. Let's see what he has going. And it looks like a kickoff here. Rattlesnakes will take the ball first. Sammy Steele with the boot. Right here. Similar colors, so let me make sure. Yes, I do. All right. I thought I was mistaken there for a moment. Hall bringing that one back up to the 25-yard line. So we'll start off 1st and 10 here. 5. Bryant Dynasty with his second start. Under center. Swings it out, but out of bounds. That is number 44.
R.E. Mills.
Yeah, thank you very much. R.E. Mills, thank you very much there. But he does not able to bring it in. Unfortunately, couldn't get the toe tap down, and that's going to lose him a yard, putting us the 24-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, right off the bat, Lincoln, one of the things they've been doing recently, doing a lot, is throwing to the backs, out in the flat. Sure would like to see him throw that ball down the field, maybe even hands it off.
Right, and it looks like they're going to do that right here, what you said first, throw the ball down the field. Nobody in the backfield here, but he gets sacked instantly right there. My goodness.
Woo.
And that's Gary Burney, defensive tackle, number 75 right there with his second sack on the season.
He is ready to play. They just parted the doors right there and let him right on in.
Absolutely blasted it down. One back in the field there. Dynasty under center takes the snap, long drop this time. Swings it out, but no, he's not able to bring it in there. Hard to see the number there. But the receiver, unfortunately, not able to corral the ball. Might have had the room to make it upfield, I believe. Was that number 19? Maybe not.
Didn't quite catch it. Not the best start for Lincoln on this possession. Really wanted to see them get some positive yards right away. They have to get rid of the ball a bit too soon.
You don't want a 3-and-out right off the bat. Not by any means. That's the last thing you'd want. Now, Pete Edwards coming out here, looking to see if he can get this ball somewhere down the field. Because you don't want to leave Boise with good field position. It's up. Caught. And not much going there. Iorio with the return gets about a yard, and they're going to start on their own 49-yard line. That's a good start. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, this is a great start for Boise. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to play tough defense. They want to force that short passing game. In effect, they want to keep Lincoln from running the ball, and they want to. Here we go, perfect field position for this first drive for Boise.
We'll see if they can capitalize on that. Spencer Gordon under center. Nobody in the backfield. Oh, excuse me, he's in shotgun. Snap. Short pass, and only about a yard gain there. Caught by number 15, Mark Martin.
That was a skinny crossing route.
Yeah, very skinny. Did not get much out of that one. Thin yardage gain, no doubt about that. 2nd and 9 on the 49. Boise looking to take advantage of this field position here. Gordon under. Highwind behind him. It's a pass, throws across the middle there, about a 90-yard gain. That's caught by number 41, the tight end Delaney Nash.
Delaney Nash, I think that's about his 9th reception of the year. Had a big week in week 3. I think was targeted 4 times, caught 3 balls. He's off to a good start. You'd like to get those tight ends involved right away.
And it looks like that's exactly what they want to do. Get their tight ends involved early. Let's see if they stick with that plan. They can get the first down here. Looks like it's a run up the middle. Little stutter step, and he keeps going. High wind. Beautiful carry there. About a nice 9, maybe even a 10-yard gain, and he's high stepping, feeling good.
Right on schedule. The Mud Dogs are right now. Fox, Highwind, leading rusher so far in the minors. Also leads the league in rushing attempts. That was attempt number 72. I think Boise's going to feed him the ball today.
And that, I agree. I think that would be the game plan right there. You got Spencer Gordon. He has thrown a couple of picks, and it is another handoff there, but this time they saw it coming. Stifled in the background by big boy Igor Barbatov. This guy's an animal, and he's gonna show up a lot.
Yeah, he's also had a good week number 2, I believe, against Madison. 6 tackles, 4 sacks. He is a presence on that defensive line.
2nd and 12. 2-yard loss on that one. The opponent's 36. Gordon drops back, swings it out left. I believe that's to Highwind. Yes, sir, it is. He turns upfield, able to gain about 4 yards there. Bringing up a 3rd and 8 there on their opponent's 32.
Boise has a good trio of receivers on this 3rd and 8. I think that they have a wide open playbook here as they look to maybe throw something across the middle here, pick up this first down.
We'll see if that comes to fruition here. Gordon in the shotgun. I believe he has Highwind to his left. The snap. Waiting. Lots of time. Oh, but he gets hit as soon as he steps up to throw. And that's Porter right there. Number 63, Chris Porter, the defensive end, getting the hit there and basically making that go nowhere.
Yeah, one stat will be interesting to watch today. Boise, so far in the year, no sacks. So they avoided that first sack right there. The offensive line is giving them good time to throw the ball. Good defense by Lincoln. Let's see what they can do with the second possession.
And I found that stat interesting myself as well. Gordon hasn't hit the ground with the ball in his hands once. We're going to have none other than Sammy Steele kicking this off. Bit of a deep one. We'll see if he gets this one through from the 32. Oh, no, off the crossbar. That's no good.
Wind shear.
Spot on right there. Oh, man. And he's been pretty good this year. It's a surprise. You know, there was some distance there, but you hate to see it go off the crossbar. That's going to give the Rattlesnakes some good field position there.
Great field position. Let's see what they can do here.
On their own 39 here, 1st and 10. Dynasty under center. Got Gone behind him. Drops back. Looking to throw. The pressure's coming, and he gets eaten alive. Somebody came off that edge. Might have even been a corner blitz there. 20.
Held on.
Ricky
Sorry,
Thornton.
held on the ball a little bit too long, a little bit of indecision there. Couldn't quite see the pattern develop down the field, and that's a great blitz there by the cornerback. I'm surprised, actually, that they're throwing the ball this much. I thought one of the keys to the game right off the bat for this team would be feeding Luther Gond. I think he's the key to the game today still. I hope they get him the ball soon.
Yep, you did say that earlier, but that doesn't seem to be the game plan they're following, especially now. Nobody in the backfield. Drops back and heaves it downfield, and that was almost picked up by the man who just made the sack, Ricky Thornton.
Yeah, continuing to go downfield. Maybe they're setting us up for something. We never know. They've just had a lot of success so far this year involving Luther in both in the running game, passing game. I think he's about 20 touches per game. But they haven't quite gotten on track with that running game. I think here in the early going, we're starting to see a bit of the same, having some difficulty getting going with that vertical passing attack.
And hopefully for their sake, they can turn that around here. Under center with the offset back. Dynasty drops back. Throws across the middle there, and that's caught on a little bit of a post route. Beautiful ball, beautiful catch from number 87, Nathan Barnett.
Nathan Barnett, fantastic catch. Leads the team in targets so far this year. Great hands, reels that ball in, secures it, first down.
Seems like a pretty reliable guy, so you can't blame Dynasty for looking that way. An interesting stat, too. This is only Dynasty's second start, but he does hold the lone victory for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. He picks up another one here. Just going to be interesting. Gotta feel good for him. Hands it off, but oh, goodness gracious. Gond still struggling, unfortunately. Loses 2 yards. He gets blown up by a gang of tacklers.
Yeah, for the Rattlesnakes, that's exactly what they don't want to see happen. And that's good defense by Boise. I think Boise's maybe queuing on that running game, wanting to see if they're going to hand that ball off, if the back's going to the flat, attacking when he drops back to pass, trying to keep offense off balance.
Yep, got to keep him guessing and got to keep him separated. Speaking of the offense, that was a dumb joke. I apologize. Dropping back here, Dynasty, and again a pass across the middle there, sneaks it in. Who is that number? Is that 88? I believe that's Tony Hall. Yes, sir.
Another great play. Snuck that ball right in there. They're on the move, maybe gaining a little bit of confidence here. It's still early in the first quarter, but they're getting some good chunks on this drive. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Dynasty is looking crisp on this drive, I have to say. That's 2 passes in the past 3 plays that were just spot on, led the receiver exactly where he needed to go. I like what I'm seeing. The I formation, Dynasty under center. You might see more of what our friend Benji wants to see, but it looks like we're going to see some pressure too. Yes, sir, but it does go up the middle. About a 3-yard gain there. I believe that was Gond. Or did that go to the full? I believe that was Gond, yes. Unfortunately, only a 3-yard gain. Going to put us at 2nd and 7. Boise's 26. Looking to keep this momentum going here. They don't want to settle for a field goal. They want the whole enchilada. I formation. Drops back, does Dynasty. Pressure coming. He eludes the first guy, but not for long as he gets eaten by the edge.
That's a sack you cannot take. Moves him out of field goal range. That's unfortunate. You would have liked to have seen him get rid of the ball there instead of holding on to that. Maybe he's trying to hope for something came open at the last minute to heave that downfield, but that's just a sack you cannot take.
Spot on right there. At the worst time for that to happen. And I said they wanted the whole thing right there. They just gave up possibly everything they could get unless they make a move right here. We'll have to see. Nice sack by Gerald Towns, the backup defensive tackle. Now nobody in the backfield. Under center's Dynasty, drops back, stands in the pocket, heaves it to the left, and that's caught! That's going to the end zone right there, and that's gonna be a touchdown. J. Moss brings in the first points of the game.
We were waiting to see when he'd get involved. He is 3rd in receptions in the league so far this year. Runs a great route to the corner, reels that ball in just over the top of those outstretched arms, or just in front of that defender, cruises on in.
Looked like the defender might have got a little turned around there, and J. Moss took the perfect advantage of it, getting in the end zone and getting the Lincoln Rattlesnakes on top here early on. And if the kicker here, Cliff Allen, can go ahead, put this one through, 7-0. After
that foggy start for Lincoln, I think this is right where they want to be, kind of hitting that reset button a little bit. Now they can afford to work this running game along with the passing attack here as we move deeper into this first quarter.
Yes, sir. And that's what you were saying early on. You want to see a lot of running from Luther Gond. You want to see them taking advantage. And what I think that's a good idea for, or the reason why rather, if we take a look at the defensive line from Boise, they haven't been getting it done super often right now. They've been struggling to even get tackles, sacks, things of that nature. And I think it'd be a really good idea for them to, like you said, run the ball a lot more, get Luther Gond going, because it's been a bit of a struggle thus far.
Yeah, I think so.
Return right there.
I'll just say that playing on the road, Lincoln wants to keep this game close. They don't want to have to play from behind today.
Not by any means, but the special teams giving Boise a little bit better field position than they would like. They're going to come out here on their own 38, and we got our man Spencer Gordon under center. I believe he has Highwind to his side. Drops back. A lot of passing this game. Swings it out to the right there, and that's going to be a catch. Number 64, I believe that's a... Is that a... That is, excuse me.
Is that tackle eligible?
Yeah, that's what I'm very confused by that. Did they threw to... Yeah, they did. They threw to Willie Bryant, the tackle. That's why I was lost there. I'm looking for the receivers. Turns out it was, well, that's interesting. Okay. I like it.
A nice crisp route.
Hey, man. Big guy getting it done. 2nd and 6 after that. And now, a nice little juke move. Maybe would have been better off just busting out a spin. Good catch there from Delaney Nash, but only gets himself about 2 yards.
Yeah, he kind of served as the dump off on that play. That's not a bad thing. Got some positive yardage. Looking at a third and short, I guess. Third and a long short. 3rd and 4. Let's see what
Manageable.
they can do. Yeah,
Definitely manageable. Under center. Gordon waiting for the snap. There it is. Looking for the pass here again. The slant, and that's going to be a completion. Charlie Sweets with the catch there. Looked like, Dennis Greer on the tackle.
Yeah, he squeezed that one right in the window, right in the bread box. Only one reception last week for Charlie, so I'm sure getting him involved today a bit more is going to be part of the plan for Boise.
Without a doubt about that. Under center. You've got Gordon. I set, drops back. Another throw. That one's going to go out to, Mark Martin. And that's going to be a nice 7-yard catch there to the outside.
Yeah, Boise's starting to have some good success here. We're starting to see their receivers come out and play a little bit. We know they're talented. It's only a matter of time before we get the ball to them. Right on schedule.
Yes, sir. He caught a lot of passes, I believe, last week it was, if I'm remembering correctly. 2nd and 3 here on their own 38. Handing it off, opponent's 38. Handing it off there to Highwind, but he not getting too much going just yet. Only about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, sets up a 3rd short. Playbook's limited here. You're running the ball good, but you're throwing the ball well. Maybe we want to try and sneak one past the defense here. What about a play action pass?
I like it. Let's see if that comes to pass. No, sir, just a straight drop back here, thrown over the top. And how did he squeeze that one in there to Sweets? My goodness. He had 2 defenders draped around him.
He wants the ball this drive. That's 2 great catches. Getting close to the red zone. He might want the ball again here.
He's taken it quite a bit away there along with Dynasty. He might want to go ahead and cash on in. But hey, got to be a team player. Just get in there one way or another, doesn't matter how. 1st and 10, they're on the opponent's 20. Boise marching.
Great drive by the Mud Dogs.
Under center. Got the fullback, Bill Cherry. Fox Highwind behind him. Handoff to Highwind. Tries to cut it to the right a little bit. Not too much going right there. Brought down by number 63, Chris Porter. And this Rattlesnake defensive line, it's nothing to scoff at.
Oh, no, not at all. We got Big Igor there anchoring that line. Not much is going to get past him. He might be demanding a double team in there, kind of freeing up his companions there to make some plays along that line of scrimmage, especially in the run game.
Doing exactly what he needs to do. Gordon drops back. This is a draw right here. Puts it up to Highwind, who gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 18. Did we miss a penalty? Excuse me if we did. I do apologize. I think Zanardi right there going ahead and sealing the deal right there. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. There was a little bit of a blur. It's 3rd and 10. I'm sorry. Now in the shotgun. 2-yard loss right there, I believe. On the 21-yard line. Gordon drops back across the middle, and he gets into the end zone. Sweet! And again, Dynasty fits it. I don't know how. There was almost no room there. Defenders all over the place.
This was his drive. 3 great catches. Great throws by Spencer Gordon. Charlie Sweets on the receiving end of these bullets. Just beats the coverage right in there, drops it right in. That is definitely sweet.
And Spencer Gordon really looking like he's spreading the ball around a lot recently, but it looks like he may be zeroing in on Charlie Sweets, especially on this drive. I'd like to see more of that connection.
It is a sweet connection.
I like that. There you go. That's perfect. I like that. You're a natural, Benji. This is perfect.
Are we gonna abuse that today? How many times are we gonna call out that connection there?
I mean, hey, if they keep feeding the Sweets, I don't have a pun. I'm not that clever.
We're gonna have
but
to look
either
some
way, If they keep feeding to sweets, we might have to. Beautiful drive there. We got a 7-7 game here. First quarter, 24 seconds left. A lot of action, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're watching this and you're wondering, hey, what is this? There ain't no live sports going on. Well, hey, the SFL, we're still rolling, and you can get involved. You can be a player. You can be plenty of things. Hold on a second. Broken tackle. Sorry to break that up. 35-yard line. Thought something was happening there. Excuse me, but still a nice return. If you want to get involved, www.simulationfootball, and you can make an impact. You can be all these players right here. They are real people. They've been building their players, and you can be one of them. The coaches, owners, all real people. Real cool stuff. Get involved. Now, Lincoln Rattlesnakes, 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Drops back, does Dynasty, throws it onto the outside there. Yes, sir. I don't know where the defenders were on that one, but brought in there by number 45, Connor Darien, the tight end.
Yeah, Connor Darien says, I'm pretty sweet myself. Give me the ball. Let's see what we can do.
Perfect. Exactly, trying to go ahead and let them know, hey, I can get it done as well. Give me the ball right here. It's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a tie ball game here in Boise, Idaho. Pretty exciting stuff here live on YouTube. SFLm action. It's week 4. Looks like we got I believe 2nd and inches here. The under center. Drops back instead of running it. Heaves it downfield, and maybe a bit of a risky decision there. That gets tipped in the air. Supposed to go to Moss there, but he was covered.
Yeah, good ball. Tried to drop that in there in front of the safety. Maybe the free safety there. He had a good window, just couldn't quite make the play there. Maybe he stumbled coming out of that break, just couldn't get his eyes on the ball quick enough after that break.
Yeah, it did look like there was a bit of a stumble there. Unfortunately, that's going to happen sometimes. When you're cutting at speeds like these guys are, hey, man, I couldn't even run that fast, let alone catch myself that fast. So still inches here, 3rd and inches. Got to expect a handoff here, but you got to think so is the defense. Under center is Dynasty. And he sneaks it up the middle and gets much more than he needed. Almost a 5-yard gain there.
He just looks ginormous on that field.
And, you know, he's a big guy. He's a big guy, 6'4", but I was surprised to find out that Spencer Gordon's 6'8". That dude's a giant.
A couple of trees playing quarterback.
Yeah, there you go. And under center now is Dynasty. I formation. Pressure might be coming on the left. No, it's fake. Throws to the left, does Dynasty, and a nice little swing pass, out route rather. Gets it to, I believe that was Moss. Yes, it was.
You know, we're into the second quarter. We're seeing Lincoln continue to throw the ball. You know, this is probably their game plan. One stat that I thought was interesting here, Lincoln's coming into this game last in the league, 50 yards per game on the ground. So I think choosing to go through the air might be their A game today.
And it seems to be working all right. Both the offenses looking decent across the middle there, but brought down after about a 5-yard gain again to Moss.
Short passing game is in effect. Nice crossing route. Good catch. Pick up some positive yardage. 3rd and short. Easy pickup here for Lincoln, right?
Oh, they got themselves in a good position, I'd say. I am surprised to see the empty backfield look, however, especially under center here. So we'll see. Yeah, obviously throwing the ball. Interesting choice to be that obvious with it. However, it does work. So, hey, what am I saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, this type of offense, this can put pressure on the defense in a different way. Just like a good running game can put pressure on the defense. You know, this offensive game plan is designed to, you know, force that defense to get out of position, to do things they're not comfortable with, and then take advantage of those mismatches or those mistakes.
Right on. It looks like they're following that game plan pretty decently here. Going for another run. That one to number 28 handed off to. And that's going to be... Did I get that wrong? Sorry about that. Luther Gond. Excuse me. What am I doing? No gain, however. 2nd and 10. 30 on the opponent's 39-yard line are the Rattlesnakes. Looking to continue marching downfield. back,
Whoa.
across the middle, risky pass right there, and it gets broken up by number 58, Clay Jones.
Yeah, threw that ball into traffic. Took that one-step drop. He had to sit and wait a little bit for that pattern to develop. Maybe we'll look. Maybe he'll have another option here on this play for third down.
And we'll have to see about that. Maybe he could have even taken a second longer just to let things develop. Under center, 3rd and 10, still on the 39-yard line. He heaves it down there and tries to sneak one in again to Moss, but unfortunately, couple of corners, or secondary rather, ready to break that one up.
Yeah, an unfortunate drop brings up a 4th and 10. Is this going to be a punt or a field goal? I miss where we're at here. 39.
I gotta think a punt.
Nail him deep.
Yeah, exactly. Still a 7-7 game too. You know, you can get yourself some good field position if your defense goes out there, does their job. They have to punt back. Could be real good for them. Pete Edwards off with the punt there. Looking to pin him back, and we'll see if they do so. It's looking good if we can get a quick tackle, and decently quick tackle. 17-yard line. Maybe not amazing, especially from how close they were, but not bad by any means either.
Yeah, good punt. Pin him deep. It's not the end of the world that drive didn't end in any points for Lincoln. Now they just play some good defense. Maybe get this ball back. We still have plenty of time in this second quarter. It's plenty of time to get this ball back and march it back down the field.
Right, and of course you can't score on every drive, so you can't be upset about the ones where you don't score. Gordon dropping back, throwing across and that's a risky pass across the middle right there, and that's going to be broken up by number 57, KT Horrell.
Oh, Katie Horrell. Someone should make sure they know that you can reach for those balls with 2 hands, bring that in.
That really could have been the only thing they could have done better right there. Seal the deal, get yourself some real good field position. This is guaranteed points if you get a turnover around here.
Of course,
Under center.
Playing linebacker, you're not always ready for that ball to hit you.
Well, oh my goodness! Round the left side there, he's going. Oh my goodness!
You're gonna catch him. He's gone.
No, they didn't. They did not catch him. Oh my goodness! What a run there! That's gotta be around 70-some yards plus. Fox Highwind with an absolutely amazing carry. This is why this guy leads the league in rushing yards.
Absolutely. That starts right up front with those big boys on that line, making those blocks. Look at that hole, holding those blocks, and then he just explodes on through, and he's like, see you guys later.
And perfectly just able to burst away there. Only one guy had a shot, and as soon as he made the turn around the corner, it was not looking likely at all. And that's gonna 13-7, more than likely 14-7, if our man Sammy Steele can go ahead and boot that through the uprights here. And that's exactly what Boise needed coming out into the second quarter here, especially after scoring on the last drive. That's 2 drives in a row, putting up 7 points. You cannot be upset.
No, not at all. Absolutely. Playing at home, get this good momentum after holding Lincoln to that punt. This is a great spot that they're in right now, going up by a score. Right where they want to be today.
After their defense holding up so well, they're going to put 7 on the board. It's 14-7 here in the second quarter. 8 minutes left. In the chat, they say, 83 yards that was. I hope they're probably right. That's absolutely, that's just amazing right there. Reminiscent of the 99-yard run I believe we saw last week. Scott Johnson, I believe it was, if I'm remembering correctly. 99 yards. Absolutely amazing. A lot of great runs in the SFML, and we got Iorio coming on back here, looking to make a move, getting to about the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. Second quarter, 8 minutes left. Rattlesnakes need to answer.
Yeah, but I won't be surprised if they come out throwing again on this drive. But again, they just need to be patient with this passing attack. Look for those mismatches, those opportunities to strike. And here, they've got a full backfield lining up.
And I'm also seeing that it's possible Lincoln gave up. Yep, I think that's correct. So Lincoln gave up the 99-yard touchdown as well. So Maybe there's something going on there with the run game. The run to the left there from excuse me, that was the fullback rather. That's going to be R.E. Mills. Nothing doing right there. Stopped. The Boise defense not letting much happen right here.
I believe last week on the ground, they may have given up 4 rushing touchdowns, maybe got torched for about 175 yards. So I think that running game is going to be crucial. They need to shore that up on the defensive side.
Oh, goodness. And they cannot get anything going. Now going to Gond, I believe, getting absolutely stifled by none other. Number 75, Gary Burney.
He's made a couple good plays here already early in this game, in the second quarter, 3rd and 13. Not playing it safe.
Oh, jeez. Was that him again? It was.
Yeah, it was.
Burney again. 4th and 18. They're going to have to punt the ball. That's a big 3 and out. And the Boise defense, I think they might have heard me talking about how their defensive line isn't quite that stout, and they're just trying to prove me wrong now.
Well, that was a good looky-loo block there. That was like an excuse me.
Yeah,
Someone block that guy.
Yeah, not quite doing what you need. You got to get in front of him. And now we're going to have Edwards come back out here again, and this time he's not going to have a chance to pin him back. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Getting close to blocking the punt, too. A little better than the last. Up there for about 4.2 seconds, and brought right down is, I believe that was Sweets. No, excuse me, Iorio.
Playing on the road in the SFLm isn't an easy task. You know, maybe the crowd noise was affecting the O-line on that last play. Maybe they mixed some calls. You never know.
Hard to say. I'm not out there on the field, so it's very difficult to say what's going on. These guys deal with a lot of pressure. Under center now. Gordon drops back across the middle, and another great catch. Who do we got? No, Mark Martin. Not a surprise. Going to be a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, receivers ran deep. He cut underneath. Lots of room to catch that ball and turn upfield.
Exactly what he needs to do right there. Run the route crisp. Carry a couple guys a couple yards forward. That's a long 1 yard. That is a very long 1 yard. At about midfield here. Boise looking to capitalize on their momentum. Gordon making some direction changes. The middle and another hole there. And is that Highwind again, I believe. Yes, sir. Highwind has crossed the 100-yard. Oh, he's on the 100-yard mark, rather.
Yeah, nice delay there. Catches the defensive line running upfield. Nice big hole to run right on through. He's starting to feel it right now. The holes are big, easy to run through. His eyes are wide. With 6 minutes or 5 minutes to go here, approaching 5 minutes to go in this second quarter, this might be the Fox show.
Oh, it just might be. That'd be the smart thing to do here. Go ahead and run out time, put some points on the board. It looks like that's what they want to do. Breaks a tackle, does Highwind. Excuse me, that was Bill Cherry, I believe. No, Highwind again. Excuse me on that one. 9-yard gain. And just like you said, Fox show.
The Fox show. Yeah, we're starting to see that defensive line we had mentioned earlier. They're starting to get pushed back a little bit. They need to toughen up. We're starting to see some weakness in that run game on the defensive side.
And they go up the middle again with Highwind, and he makes another man miss, breaks a little tackle there, and gets himself across the 1st-yard marker, going up to the 28, and that's going to be a big 1st and 10. Looking good, looking crisp.
Absolutely. Grinding this clock down, too. If the Mud Dogs can waste this clock, put some points on the board, going into halftime, they're going to be sitting pretty.
Without a doubt here. Offset eye. Drops back this time on 1st and 10 and swings it out there to, I believe, the tight end, Delaney Nash.
Yeah, Delaney Nash staying active today. Nice safety valve for the quarterback, ranging there across the middle. Got some positive yards.
About a 5-yard gain there, so 2nd and 5 on the 24-yard line of their opponents. And of course, Boise doesn't want 3 points here. They get a touchdown. Rattlesnakes are gonna feel a little bit down going into the locker room, which is exactly what they want. Under center is Gordon. Highwind to the outside, makes a spin move, but this time nothing doing as he is brought down by number 25, Nate Brown.
Yeah, we see that average up there, 11 yards a carry. Of course, that big 80-yard pop will do that to your average. But they feel like they're running downhill right now. That was a great stop by Lincoln. Hold them to no gain there and bring up this 3rd and 6.
And we'll see if they can stop him here and hold him to a possible 3 points in the shotgun. Gordon drops back. The pressure was coming, but oh, goodness gracious, across the middle. Kind of a sliding, diving catch. Mark Martin brings it in.
Yeah, Mark Martin, he says, anything you can do, Charlie Sweets, I can do better. So he's right in line there for the nice delivery from the QB. Snags it going down across the middle, inside the 6-yard line. This feels like Fox territory to me.
Yep, I'd have to agree there. You want to run the clock down a little bit. You don't want to give the Rattlesnakes too much time to go ahead and answer on you. Offset eye. Waiting for the snap is Gordon, and he does hand it off to Fox, who drags a man about 3 or 4 yards or so. That was Big Boy. I think that was Big Boy. Was that Barbatov?
I think it was. So
Okay.
we see the power. We see the power there of Mr. Fox Highwind.
And I call him Big Boy Barbatov. I don't know where that came from, but I was expecting to see a little bit more from him as we have all season, but looks like they were planning against him. Play action, dropping back, rolling out, and wow! Just kind of throws it to the middle there. That's going to be a beautiful catch from. Was that Bill Cherry? Yep. Or was it high? Having trouble seeing the difference between the 9 and the 4, unfortunately. We will see. No, it was Bill Cherry. Okay.
Yeah, the great play. They faked us out in the booth.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And that's exactly what you want to see there. Beautiful throw from our man Spencer Gordon to Bill Cherry, the fullback there. And I believe that's his first touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations there, Bill.
I think so. 5 receptions on the year. Fullbacks love to get into the end zone.
That they do, and finally he goes ahead, does it. That's the time to do it right here when your team is kind of up, putting the pressure down, and that's going to be a 21-7 lead for the Boise Mud Dogs. Now, leaving the Rattlesnakes a little bit of time here to go ahead and answer, but you can't be upset with putting points on the board.
No, I think that Mud Dogs are playing good defense. Even though Lincoln's coming out 4 or 5 wide, throwing the ball, Boise's doing a great job of kind of containing them, keeping everything in front of them, not allowing those big plays, and really controlling the game up to this point.
And you know what? Why not introduce the offense in the second quarter? Because I completely forgot. Excuse me, folks, but Lincoln Rattlesnakes coming on out. Lincoln Rattlesnakes coming on out here with Brian Dynasty. Wide receiver trio of Jay Moss, Tony Hall, Nate Barnett, Luther Gond as the running back, fullback R.E. Mills, and John Marshall, the guard. Look out for that guy. Under center now. Dynasty takes the snap, drops back. They're going to be throwing quite a bit here. And a bit of a one-handed catch there, I believe, from Gond. Not too much out of it, though. Could not make the guy miss, so about a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I know you want to see them go down the field, of course, but they got 3 timeouts. The clock's not an issue yet for them, so they didn't have anything down the field. They take the nice play to the side, live to fight another down.
Correct there. They still got all 3 timeouts, plus right there the 2-minute warning on their own 27, looking to march upfield here. 2 minutes, 3 timeouts. It's like an eternity.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, especially here in the SFLm formation here. A little bit of a surprise. Under center, waiting for the snap is Dynasty. There, but they hand it off. And that's not going to do much right there. Again, Gond just cannot seem to get anything going. Lost a yard, rather. And that was, again, number 27 on the tackle. That's going to be Nick Rhodes.
Yeah, interesting play call maybe on 2nd down with the clock on their side. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense off guard, sneak that run up the middle for another 1st down. 3rd and 9, clock's running.
Yep, leaves them with an obvious play here. They have to throw the ball, and they get absolutely obliterated. Was that him again? It was Bernie. It was Bernie busting through the middle there, 4th and 14. They're going to have to get rid of this ball, and that gives Boise a little bit of time with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, you think you might want to call one of those timeouts right now, preserve some of that clock?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to leave yourself at least a minute, because if they want to go ahead and hold the ball here, Pete Edwards, he can drain this down to a decently low, 55 seconds or so. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing. And there it is. About 50 seconds left on the clock. Still running. Up it is. Oh, Iorio makes a man miss.
Uh-oh.
Gets a block.
Great return.
Oh my goodness, to the opponent's 30 with 39 seconds left and all 3 timeouts. You cannot be upset with that.
Yeah, they're in business. Maybe they know best. Coach knows best there. They didn't take that timeout. They got great field position. They still do have their full complement. They're almost already in field goal range, so I think that they're going to be dangerous right here with these last few plays this second quarter.
And the Boise offense, Spencer Gordon at quarterback, running back Fox Highwin, fullback Bill Cherry, wide receiver trio of Mark Martin, Matt Iorio, and Charlie Sweets, and the tackle Butch Menner. Now under center, Gordon waiting for the snap, drops back here, steps forward, gets brought down as soon as he was about to step out of the way there.
Yeah, much needed sack. That was great push up the field by Porter. Slips away from the blocker there at the last minute. Was able to grab him and bring him down before he stepped up into the pocket.
Exactly what you want to see right there from the Rattlesnakes defense, because they're going to have to go ahead. They need to drive them back if they don't want to let them put points on the board. They did that right here. If they can keep them around this area, they might not be able to get too many points up on the board, not even 3. We'll see if that happens. Under center here is Gordon. Got Highwin behind him. Short one swings it out to Highwin, who gets obliterated before he can get to the line of scrimmage. And that was number 35 there, Ben Stackenpaper.
Yeah, great open field tackle. Forces them to use a timeout. Into the second quarter here is Lincoln's hanging in there. If they can get out of here, get out of this bind, only down 14. I think this would be great for them.
Well, they're doing exactly what they need to do. Keep pushing them back. Empty backfield, throw across the middle there to Martin, but not much doing. About to the 32. Could have put them in field goal range, which I think is mostly what they were focusing on right there, and they're going to call their last timeout.
Yeah, what do you do here if you're Boise? You're feeling good. You're up 14. Lincoln hasn't been moving the ball. There are only 26 seconds left, 4th and 12. Why not go for it? Why not look for Mr. Sweets in the end zone?
Yeah, looks like, yeah.
Kick a field goal.
They want the 3, it's looking like, from 32 yards. And I got to agree with it, though. Sammy Steele's, he had, he's been looking good. I believe he may have had that doink before. Go ahead and make it feel good for this one here, a little bit closer. Kind of a chip shot. Let's see, it's up. Oh, no. Now, that's not going to be good for the confidence, though. Not so much a chip shot, rather, but either way, I think it was closer than last one. Just unfortunate to see him miss two now, I believe.
Yeah, great opportunity here at the end of the second quarter. They nailed that, go up 3 scores. Would have been a good, happy locker room for the Mud Dogs here at halftime. Still up 2 scores. I think Lincoln's just going to sit on this ball here, take it into halftime, regroup, get ready for the second half.
And they're still going to be feeling good going in there, and Steele can't be too hard on himself because everyone has off days. That kind of stuff's going to happen now. Up the middle, they're running the ball and going into the hurry up. Very interesting strategy here from the Rattlesnakes. Under center here, I formation. Ball. At that point, you might just want to take some knees, but hey, left. Interesting decisions.
Yeah, I think they're going to break out top secret play. Sure, they've got one in their playbook.
You see, they're probably just they're hoodwinking us with these interesting calls, and the defense is probably thinking the same thing. Like, well, I don't know, they might run again. They might. I don't know. Probably not. I'd like to see I'd like to see some sort of something. Yeah, that no way they're running.
Go.
Yep. 4 receivers to the right side there. The snap. Lots of time. Heaves it up. Let's see. Where is this one going to go? Oh, and he had a chance. Had a shot, but could not bring it in. Jay Moss, there was a lot of guys around him, a lot of hustle and bustle, and he could not bring it in. And that's going to end the first half here. Boise Mud Dogs with a 21-7 lead. A lot of action going on here. Rattlesnakes, they seem to me like they're just a couple of plays away from making something happen. They seem to have an okay, start. They seem to get some good stuff going, but they can't get in the end zone. What do you think, Benji?
Yeah, I mean, those stats, look at those rushing yards. Those are a bit misleading because we know 80 of those came on a great run, well blocked. Those things are going to happen. Unfortunately, it does put you in a bit of a hole. You're down 2 scores at halftime, but you know that you can move the ball. We see, as evidenced by the game plan in the first half, they want to throw the ball. They're going 4 wide. They're going 5 wide. They're only running the ball maybe to keep the defense honest. So maybe they're just making some head into the halftime here, make some adjustments, maybe start to see some of those matchup advantages they can capture here in the second half. But I think they're gonna do what they did in this first half. They're gonna come out. They're gonna try and throw that ball, and if they can come out right away, put a great together, get a score, get this thing down to one touchdown game. I think that Lincoln can get some confidence back. They've been defenses hasn't been too bad. I think with the exception again of that big play, they could still be in this game. They're right in it. Maybe they'll have a few big plays fall their way here in the second half, and we'll have a new game.
And anything, like we said before, anything can happen in the SFL, the SFLm, any versions of it. If you just tuned in, wondering what's going on here, what are we watching? This is the SFL, specifically the SFL minor leagues. If you want to get involved, you want to be a player like all these people in the field here, well, you can. www.simulation.football. Go ahead and check it out. Join the Discord. Hey, get involved, man. It's a lot of fun. You can make an impact. And the kick is off here. Boise's going to start off the second half here with the ball and the lead. And Iorio bringing it upfield there to about the 32. And like you said, Rattlesnake, it's not over yet. Not by any means. I think Boise's probably going to stick with their plan. Spencer Gordon and Fox Highwind have just been looking crisp. All they need to do is just mix it up. Keep doing that. If the Rattlesnakes, their defensive line can't get a handle on it, then it's not going to happen. And that surprises me because I thought the strongest piece coming into this was the Rattlesnakes defensive line. And now under center, we've got Gordon. The Highwind 3-yard gain. Still not bad at all up the middle.
Yeah, to your point, Mark, now we see Lincoln's going to be playing from behind again in the second half. That might not be their strong suit. We know they want to throw the ball, but there's just a lot of pressure now on their shoulders. Shoulders of the quarterback. Got to make up some lost time, make up some ground. You just wish that they could have kept that to a 1-score game in the first half. Now they're going to rely on this defense to try and get a stop here.
Draw play there. Going up the middle again as Highwind gets himself up another 3 yards about, maybe 4 that time. 3rd and 4 at their own 38. And like you said, playing behind, not exactly what the Rattlesnakes want on the road here. And now if Boise can come out and answer, go ahead and march down the field quickly, put some points on the board, especially after maybe a little bit of a pep talk, it's not going to be great for them. Gordon under center here.
Oh.
Throws it out to the left, and ooh, that could have been a pick right there. Nice play from, I believe that was one of the corners. I could not quite see exactly who that was. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't see it.
Jersey numbers are, yeah.
Yeah, that's a play that if you can make that play and take that back to the house right away, that spark, provided by your defense gets your team right back in it. Would have loved to have seen that fall Lincoln's way.
Oh, would have been an easy pick 6 right there if he can bring that down. He had nothing but daylight, but still forcing a punt here. 4th and 4 on their own 38. Rattlesnakes should end up with some decent field position here. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. That went downfield and could not make too much happen out of it. Only to the 27. Not exactly what they're hoping for, but I think they had a pep talk back there. Let's see if they come up with more fire.
Yeah, let's see what the offensive line coach has changed, maybe switched up this time around for the crew. Maybe they've moving to some silent calls. The crowd noise really affected them in the first half. I'd like to see this O-line come together here and really do some good blocking for Lincoln.
Now, right off the bat, seems to be an obvious passing play. Not sure how I feel about that. Swings it out. That could have been easily picked off. I'm not sure where Dynasty was looking right there because our man Nick Rhodes, safety, he was ready to take that.
Yeah, and just short arm that one. He saw glory ahead of him, the ball falling right into his hands, no one between him and the goal line, and just forgot to bring it in. That's really disappointing for Boise.
You see the stats there from Bernie. Uh, Absolutely just dismantling this offensive line. If he keeps that up, man, he might be able to catch up to the guy on the opposite side, Barbatov. Now Dynasty drops back, swings it on out there to Gond, who gets absolutely leveled by number 44, Gary Marks, leading the league in tackles this season, at least before these games.
And Lincoln finds himself in a hole again, 3rd and long. Having some problems again connecting downfield with this passing game. Now Boise just gets to sit back, maybe play a little soft, maybe bring a rush here off the corner on this 3rd down to bring some pressure, but they can play it safe.
Oh, they brought the pressure, that's for sure. Yes, sir, they did, but it was all the defensive line. That's all they needed as number 91, A.K. Jones, the defensive tackle, eats but Bryant Dynasty alive.
Yeah, he just rifled right on through there. I think he took advantage of his teammate there who got through first and kind of opened up a lane for him, but good pressure by the Mud Dogs on that 3rd down to force this punt.
Now it's going to be 4th and 16. They're obviously going to have to punt this one off. Not what they were hoping coming out of the tunnel. Make sure you guys stick around because we've got some more games going. Following this game, we're going to hear the commentary team of Tim Hackett and Mike and Proda. They're calling the San Jose flight against the Albuquerque Adams game. And prime time, Annapolis Navigators taking on the Ottawa Cavalry at 8 o'clock, 6 p.m. for the San Jose flight and Albuquerque Adams game, Eastern Standard Times, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the Boise Mud Dogs here with the lead. 3rd quarter, 8 minutes and 36 seconds left. They got the ball on their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position. Let's see what they can do. The I formation. Hands it off there. Highwind. I believe he broke a tackle there. Broke from a herd of people. There's no doubt about that. Gets himself about a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, I think that's 14 carries for Fox so far in this game. I think that they're just going to lean on him here in the second half until Lincoln forces their hand, makes them do something different. I think, Lincoln might think about bringing an extra safety down in the box here to stop this run.
And it looks like they are stacking the box at least a little bit more than the last time. Again, an I formation here. And again, another handoff, and there you go. Stacking the box certainly does work that time as number 56, Tommy Zanardi, breaks on through there for a tackle for a loss, about a 1-yard loss there.
Yeah, I think that, right now Lincoln can just almost bet that they're going to hand this ball off to Fox right now. Being up 2 scores, Mud Dogs aren't in a hurry. Fox is doing his thing, so I think Lincoln could maybe pin their ears back a bit on that one. And then good play across the middle to bat that one down.
Yes, sir, and I believe that was Zanardi again smacking that one down. And Spencer Gordon not able to make anything happen on that play across the middle. And we're going to go ahead and see the punt team here. That's going to be Cameron Collier coming on out, looking to go ahead and pin the Rattlesnakes back, keep this victory in sight.
Yeah, great series for the defense there.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's exactly what the Rattlesnakes need. If they can just go ahead and transfer that momentum, that energy to their offense. Hey, man, still plenty of football left. They can come away with a win here on the road. Punts off. And it's up. This is a deep one. Looking nice, but he gets a block. Doesn't get too much past that block, however, only to about the 22. 20, not bad. Iorio looking good. You're hoping for a little bit more, of course. Let's see. Now,
who's going to step up for Lincoln? Someone needs to start making some plays. Someone needs to get themselves open.
Exactly. That's the question here. Somebody has to make a play here. Somebody has to make something happen. Let's see if that happens here. They swing it on out to, I believe, Gone. No, that is R.E. Mills there, and he does. He makes a little something happen there. Gets about an 8-yard gain. That's what you want to see. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Second and short, much better. Second and long. I feel like Lincoln's had their backs against the wall. Lots of second and longs, third and longs today. So it's nice and refreshing here to have second and short.
You know they're feeling good about that one. That's how you want to come out and start a drive right there. 2nd and 2, their own 29-yard line. Under center is Dynasty. Got split backs. Oh, I think I saw a jump there. Throw across the middle. It's a catch either way, I believe. Go ahead to see what the laundry on the field is, but that's a catch from Jay Moss for about a 6-7-yard gain. That's going to be a first down either way, I believe.
Neutral zone infraction, number 96.
Fraction right there. Somebody on the D-line, 96. And that's going to be Jojo Shalizzi, excuse me. So interesting to see. They didn't take the penalty, did they? I don't believe so.
I don't think they did.
No, wouldn't make sense to. No, doesn't seem like they did here. So now, Dynasty under center. He's got gone behind him. Waiting for the snap for down lineman. There, and that's another nice quick pass.
Yeah, great play. I think one of the slot receivers ran straight down the field. A nice streak, took the safeties with them, and receiver just kind of filled in the middle there. Great positive gain. Maybe some momentum starting to build here for Lincoln.
Good grab from Tony Hall there, and this is what you want to see from Lincoln right here. Quick passes. You don't have too much time with how the defensive line is eating today. I formation. Dynasty under center. And he breaks to the left side there, breaks a tackle, and gets himself around 8 or 9 yards, maybe a little bit more, brought down by Nick Rhodes.
Yeah, great blocking by the line. Bounced it outside, got the first down, extra yards, took a defender with him. Definitely some momentum building here. 1st and 10 for the Rattlesnakes. Maybe we want to see them continue to try and go down the field to get some chunk plays here on this drive.
Exactly. You want to get down quick. You take too much time getting down there and the other team starts scoring, your defense doesn't hold up, well, then you're in a whole nother pickle. Under center there is Dynasty. Drops back. Swings it out on an out route there. Beautiful catch. And I believe that was R.E. Mills there for a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, the fullback staying involved in the passing game. Gotta love that. Got himself open in the flat. Again, anything moving forward down the field right now for Lincoln is positive.
Without a doubt. Go ahead, getting a first down right here, not having to worry about any sort of third down stuff is just going to do wonders for the mental. Shotgun has gone to his side. He takes the snap, handoff, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it as they are met by a gang of dogs.
The Mud Dogs. That's a good linebacking core. We really haven't talked about him much today. I think it was that Gary Marks on the tackle. He's a tackling machine. I think he's leading the league actually in tackles. We haven't talked much about that linebacking crew for Boise, but that was what they stepped up there.
And going for it there, unfortunately, trying to run up the middle. I believe they was that too. I think that was excuse me. I think that was Gond. But no, they do not get it. 4th and 1, and that's a beautiful, beautiful stop there from the Boise Mud Dogs.
And was that Digger Graves in on the play?
A beautiful play there from Digger Graves, breaking through that line and making sure that they don't get this. But they're going for it, possibly here. Might just be a ploy to try. No, they're going for it. And they get it. They hand it off to Gond, and he gets the first down. I like it. I like the risk-taking there from the Rattlesnakes.
Yeah, absolutely. You're on your opponent's side of the field. You're down 2 scores. Yeah, it's still the third quarter, still a lot of time. But this is a great drive by Lincoln. I think Coach wants to see him press forward.
I think, yeah, exactly. In some ways, it's important to keep that momentum going. Now, Dynasty under center here in the I formation. Drops back, has a blocker with him, but he swings it out there to Gond, who gets brought down. Again, that time, number 27, Nick Rhodes, I believe, met him first. That's going to be a 1-yard loss. Yeah,
I wasn't quite sure what happened there. It looked like it could have been trying to set up a screen pass, but at the last minute it didn't develop that way. But a nice outlet, but wasn't quite sure that was the intended receiver for that play.
Yeah, it looked like he might have gotten spooked for a quick second there. Now, under center, we've got split backs there. Short drop back, but he's able to swing it on out there. Caught by the fullback, and again, that's going to be R.E. Mills, who gets himself a nice gain, 9 yards. 3rd and 1 on the opponent's 23-yard line, and the Rattlesnakes are marching downfield here. The game plan is looking nice. Quick passes and try to go ahead and just get upfield afterwards. I like it.
Yeah, taking what the defense gives them, running these patterns underneath, getting upfield, taking some time off the clock. But again, points at the end of this drive is what really matters.
3rd and 1. They don't want to be in a 4th down position again, and they are not. As Gond is able to go ahead and get himself about 5 yards there, up to the 18-yard line and a 1st down.
Yeah, and we're seeing some balanced play calling here on this drive by Lincoln. Yeah, they're down 2 scores, but they're mixing in the run. They're getting Gond and Mills involved, something they haven't really done earlier in the year. So I think this is a good example here. We're starting to see some of the potential of Lincoln on this drive.
Without a doubt. And now, go ahead with the empty set. Throwing across the middle on a bit of a slant route there, or an arrow route, and that's going to be caught number, I believe, 80. I cannot quite see the number. Excuse me. There it is, 84. And that is going to be Robert Woodard. Back up. Good catch. Dynasty. End zone. They're in the red zone for the first time in a while, and a sneak. Running. He might be able to get in there.
Did he make it?
No, not quite. It looks like we're getting spotted just inches before the goal line. I did not expect Dynasty to carry that one up.
Did he call his own number on that one?
He might have. He might have just said, you know what, I'm feeling good about this. I'm just going to take it.
You like to see that gumption in your quarterback for sure.
That's some initiative right there if that's the case.
Yes,
who knows? You know, we're not in the headsets there and whatnot, so who knows? But I like that a lot. That was completely unexpected. I would have loved to see him get in the end zone, but either way there, good play. Under center, I formation, hands it off this time, and that's going to Gond with his first touchdown of his SFLm career.
Yeah, we've got a game again. That was a fantastic drive by Lincoln. They showed patience, a balanced attack, mixing the run with the pass, utilizing those running backs in the flats. That was a fantastic drive by Lincoln. Make this kick here, only down 1 score. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Get that defense on the field, get them cranked up, ready to go. This is a ball game.
Cliff Allen, if he's able to boot this one through. Looking real good, 7 points on the board, and yes, he is. Beautiful stuff there from the Rattlesnakes, and if their defense can go ahead and do what they did last time, well then, hey, offense will be back on the field. We'll see something happen here.
Yeah, fresh in from the
Exciting.
stats truck. Lincoln is forced 4 straight 3-and-outs. Can they make it 5 on this drive?
Ooh, wow! You love to see it. You love to see it right there. It looked like it was possibly going to be a blowout, and then hey, look what happens all of a sudden. We've got a game here. Momentum switching sides. Kick is off. Nice little juke move there. Getting to about the 30 is Iorio. Excuse me. 3rd quarter, minute 37 seconds left. Boise got the ball.
And Lincoln really needs to lean a little bit on Big Igor right now. Let him make a mess in the middle so that this line and these front 7 can kind of clean up the mess here. It's Igor time right now.
With that handoff there, and he kind of breaks out to the right a little bit. Looked like it was supposed to be at the middle, but Highwind decides to break protocol, go to the right, does not get too much going as he's brought down by number 25. Excuse me. Nate Brown. But yes, exactly what you said there. They need to go ahead and get the big boy Barbatov going, because thus far, he hasn't really been much of a factor, which is a surprise to me. Now under center, Gordon.
There we go.
Again, and again. Again, the defensive line, the front 7, able to stifle it. And number 77 right there, able to bring him on down. Mike All, the new signing. Congrats. Gun formation. Empty backfield here. Trips to the left. Throws it up there. And I believe he brought it down. Yes, he did. Mark Martin. Beautiful catch. Deep pass.
Yeah, Lincoln sure wish they could have gotten off the field on that play. That's a great catch by 15 there, across the middle, just over the outstretched arms of the defender to extend this drive. The defense spent a lot of time on the sideline resting while their offense got them back in the game. You want to see them kind of stay resilient here, force the issue on these mud dogs, keep them uncomfortable, and stop this drive here before it gets much too farther into territory.
It doesn't look like that's going to be a case, as another pass across the middle there to number 87. And that's going to end the third quarter there. Beautiful catch by Corey Mustard. And Boise just marching down the field right now. This is not what we expected, especially after forcing so many 4-and-outs. Hey, speaking of 4-and-outs, put your 4s in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fourth quarter. $14. 1 quarter left, 11 minutes. And Boise's marching down the field, looking to make this a 2-score game. Swings it out there, and oh, goodness gracious, that was scary. Tipped up by number 29. And that's going to be, Eric Gugger.
Yeah, it's another dropped interception by the secondary. You just hate to see that. Right now, that was a perfect opportunity for Lincoln to take advantage of a mistake perhaps by the quarterback there and get that ball back for their offense.
Unfortunately, could not quite take advantage of it, but they could still stifle them from scoring any points here. Let's see how that goes. Spencer Gordon takes the snap and shotgun, swings that on out. Similar route. I believe he brought it down for a 4-yard gain that time. Yes, Mark Martin on the sideline. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here. The opponent's 29-yard line. If they can go ahead, if they stifle him here. Sammy Steele has been having a bit of a rough day. This one was much closer than any of the recent ones, so you got to figure it'd be okay, but by any means, you do not want them to gain another yard here. Spencer Gordon takes the snap and shotgun across the middle, and that's hot. That's going to get him a 1st down, and that is to number 82, Virgil Dent, the backup receiver. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, all of a sudden the Mud Dogs are on the move again here.
And that's what you want to see if you're a Boise fan. You want to see your team go ahead and answer that touchdown. You want to make this a 2-score game in the 4th quarter because you don't want to give them a chance. You don't want to let them claw their way back into this one. So hopefully they can, for their sake, they can go ahead and put some points on the board here, some big points. Spencer Gordon swings it on out, and Highwind gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage after that pass. Brought down by number 35, Ben Stackenpaper.
Yeah, that's actually a great play. I believe by the defensive line. That might have been Big Igor there, making his presence known, pushing into that pocket, and forcing Gordon to go into the flat with that pass instead of down the field.
Didn't give him enough time to really let anything develop right there, and the secondary was able to go ahead and clean it all up. Now we have Gordon here making some direction changes, calling some traffic, hands it off, and maybe it wasn't the right call there as Highwind is absolutely blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Number 54, Brett Wade.
Yeah, good stand here by the Rattlesnakes. What do we have here? 3rd and 14. They can bring some pressure. Are the Mud Dogs going to be aggressive here? Are they going to play for the field goal? Who knows?
Looks like they're going aggressive based on the lineup here. 3rd and 14 on just out of the red zone now. 21-yard line. Gordon takes the snap, throw, it's up, and oh goodness gracious, almost threw a pick right there. Number 25, Nathan Brown.
Those drops are those are disappointing. Those are disappointing. Like when your girlfriend brings home pizza, and it's got pineapple on it.
Oh,
that's disappointing. You want to make those catches, Lincoln. If we can make those catches, get on offense, get down the field. We need to secure those balls.
That could turn the game around instantly right here. But now we're giving Sammy Steele another shot. Go ahead and put 3 points on the board. Let's see what he's got here. The kick is up. And he got it. He got it right there, ladies and gentlemen. This one, a lot more manageable. It's going to be 24-14, 10-point lead.
Well, the Mud Dogs counter with a great drive of their own. putting that pressure right back on Lincoln, using that passing game. I thought they might take some air out of the clock running the ball on that drive, but Mud Dogs kind of did whatever they wanted to on that drive against the Rattlesnakes.
Yeah, marching down rather quickly. But, hey, putting points on the board is putting points on the board. Boise Mud Dogs kicking this one off there. And we'll see where they end up on this return. Ooh! Dropped a little bit sooner than I would have thought there Tony Hall. And that's going to start them at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. And they got to put, 3 would be okay, 7 would be better.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get into must-score territory here. Every time they have the ball, they need to be thinking, we've got to score.
Exactly. They got to go ahead and put points on the board either way, and they're going to hand it off to Gon, who is just going to get absolutely stifled by the big middle linebacker, Clay Jones.
And there's that linebacking core by the Mud Dogs making their presence known again.
That they do. A tackle for a loss right there for our man Jones. Going to bring it up to 2nd and 11 here. Back on their own 26 now. 4th quarter, 8 minutes, 35 seconds left. Dynasty in the shotgun. Takes the snap. A lot of time. Oh, he gets hit at the last. Just as I say that, he gets hit by number 96. And that's going to be JoJo Shalizzi. Excuse me.
Yeah, good presence by the D-line, but one thing we haven't really talked about either is that the Mud Dogs are getting good play out of their secondary. And these receivers, they just aren't getting open downfield, and it's letting these defensive linemen put the pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, and I feel like Dynasty could have maybe made a move there and kind of extended the play a little bit, too, instead of just stepping up right into the defensive tackle. But, hey, mistakes happen. I would have done much worse. Swings it on out there to Highwind, I believe, who makes a man miss and gets a crop. I thought he was going to get stopped maybe 2-3 yards short, but he's able to just absolutely burst upfield for about a 12-yard gain. 1st down.
The Fox.
It was gone. It was gone. Excuse me.
Oh, gone. Sorry.
No, that's me.
That's a great play, though. That was all on him. He caught that ball like 11 yards to make that 1st down, and he got them all. A for effort there. Keeps this drive alive. Keeps hope alive for the Rattlesnakes as we're winding down about 8 minutes here in the 4th quarter.
That's what you need right there. You need hope. You need to keep it going. You need to keep it rolling, and that's exactly what they're doing right here. Not a whole lot of time. Oh, no. That's the last thing you want to see, though, is an absolutely dropped pass. He was wide open.
And we know that he loves catching passes out of the backfield. He's got sure hands there. Maybe he was just looking downfield. Maybe heard some footsteps on that one.
That's what I was thinking too. Probably heard some large footsteps from that very stout linebacking core. I mean, I wouldn't blame him for getting a little bit worried. Under center, Dynasty hands it off. Oh goodness, stop right at the line of scrimmage, and that is number 58. That's going to be Clay Jones again getting involved.
Yeah, these linebackers are used to racking up tackles and tackles. They're in. I'm not sure they're in double digits today, but that hasn't been. That's been something they've done several times this year.
Yes, it has.
Tackles.
Yes, it has. The linebacking core and some of the secondary. A lot of good tackles in the backfield. Look at that throw! While we're talking about the tackles, we're seeing some great offense right there. A deep strike downfield to number 88, Tony Hall. Bryant Dynasty just dropping it right in the bucket.
Right on cue.
Right on cue is correct. Right up the middle there, right when he broke out of the route. Just an absolutely beautiful throw there from Bryant Dynasty, and a beautiful catch from Tony Hall. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. Under center, high formation, hands it up the middle, and that's gone. That's gone, and he gets himself around 11 yards right there before being taken down.
Gone was almost gone on that play. He says, feed me the ball.
Yep, and yeah, I see we're vibing right there because I was almost thinking the same thing. If he makes number 29, Thomas Smith there miss, he's gone, which is, see, great minds think alike there. 1st and 10, and they're marching. Rattlesnakes on their opponent's 16, on the Boise 16, 4th quarter, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. Under center, Dynasty hands it off. Going left is gone. Makes a little move there and gets himself about 3 yards. Not bad.
We haven't heard from these wide receivers here in a while. We're down inside the 20. We're in the red zone. Great targets here in the wide receiving core for Lincoln. You'd like to maybe see them throw one up for grabs here.
And yeah, they got split backs there. We got Dynasty in the back. It looks like the handoff almost gets stifled by his own lineman. Able to get a 2-yard gain there is gone. And brought down by number 58, Clay Jones again. We've been calling his name a lot.
Third and 5, we can do a lot here, or the Rattlesnakes, I'm sorry, can do a lot here with their backs coming out of the backfield maybe.
Yep. Well, I'd like to see that as well. We'll see if that's the case. 3rd and 5 on the 11. They need to convert here. They don't want 3, though. It wouldn't be the end of the world. And did he make that catch? Oh, he did, but the ball was not past the goal line. Number 87, not able to bring it in. Nathan Barnett, well, he brought it in, didn't get past the goal line. Unfortunate. Let's see if they go for it. What do you think?
Well, they got time. They have time. They can go for 3 here if they want the sure points. Well, I say sure points. Nothing sure in football. But they're going for it on 4th and 1, though.
Unless it's a ploy to make them jump. We'll see if that's the case. I'm always suspicious about that.
Go for it. Go, go, go.
I'd say go for it as well. I like the risky stuff because it kept... No, that is not the case. But I also respect that. I very much respect that choice right there, calling the timeout there, taking the 3 points. You go ahead and score here. Now my math isn't great, but I believe if you go for 2, you can tie it. Or possibly you get the lead.
Math?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, why did I even bring math up? Either way, the 3 points right here, looking really good. Safe call. You can go ahead, take some points, take some pressure off of your defense, feeling good. 4th and 1, 7 yards out. Should be a pretty simple chip shot. Waiting for the snap. And it's up. Get that one on through. That's going to be 17 points, 24-17. Boise, if they can answer right here, just about near a dagger.
Yeah, if you were Boise right now, what would you do on this drive? Who are you going to give the ball to? Are they going to feed the fox? Or are they going to try and pull a fast one over on Lincoln, get the ball down the field again? There's still an eternity to play here. 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
And they certainly have plenty of options, especially when you have the lead. You can almost even try to toy around and mess with the defense, like you said. They can run the ball, which is maybe what a lot of people are expecting, but they can also go ahead and bomb it down. Iorio bringing it out to about the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Boise got the ball. Boise got the lead, 24-17. Offset eye. The snap. Nice little spin move there, just for some style. Fox Hyman's looking great, 122 yards with one rushing touchdown. Can't complain.
Yeah, he's having a great game. Harking back to that big play that got things started for him in the first half. I just wouldn't be surprised if they hand the ball off to Fox.
I think that's what I would personally go with as well. He's been looking hot. You can go ahead and probably get a couple of first downs, or if not get a first down, get 3rd and manageable, and just quick little toss or slant play. And that's a draw play up the middle, and he's able to carry, and kind of like what I was saying right there, just make it 3rd manageable. And Fox Highland gets himself 2 more yards, 3rd and 4, decent position.
Yeah, and defensively, you don't want to get caught off guard here by the play action pass on a 3rd and 4. But if you're Lincoln, you got to think about maybe sending a blitz, a run blitz. You got to think that they might be handing the ball off here on 3rd and 4.
And we'll see if that's the case. They got Highwind back there, keeping the defense guessing. They do hand it off, and he breaks to the right when it looks like maybe was supposed to go up the middle. Gets brought down after only a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down as he was stifled by, I believe, Mike All hit him first. Possibly KT Horrell, but either way, they were both in on a tackle.
Things are setting up great here for Lincoln. That was a great defensive stand. Get the ball back here, plenty of time. Lincoln's been starting to move the ball here. You know it's going to come down to the wire. It always happens in games like these. Again, this is got a little bit of playoff atmosphere going here. You can't afford to lose this game today, so things are starting to tighten up for both these teams.
Exactly the type of game we're hoping for. I'm on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you guys. The punt is up. It's a good one. Up there for 4.1 seconds and gets, oh, wow, instantly brought down is number 88. That's going to be Tony Hall. Not much gained after that. 25-yard line is where the Rattlesnakes are going to start.
On the game today, I believe Bryant Dynasty, 19 for 28, about 70% completion percentage today. He's thrown for 184 yards. You know he's going to want to air it out here. They've been trying to air it all game long. Can they catch the Mud Dogs off guard here or off balance?
It looked like they were going, they wanted to air it out. He didn't like what he saw downfield. Tries to swing it on out there to, I believe that was Gond. And, unfortunately, nope. Number 40, that's R.E. Mills. Unfortunately, couldn't get his toes down. 2nd and 10. 25-yard line.
And you don't have to panic here if you're Lincoln, but you just want to see some positive yards on second to set you up for like a 3rd and 5 or even shorter.
Exactly. You don't need everything right here. You don't need all 10 yards. Now, bootleg. Oh. I don't think he liked what he saw with that play. Pretty much instantly got away with it. Got rid of it. Bootleg to the left and everyone ran right. Very confusing.
Yeah, maybe there was a miscommunication there in the huddle, or we didn't catch the audible call or something. But yeah, you're right. He didn't like what he saw. Throw it away. But it does set up a tricky 3rd and down here. Looks like we're going 5 wide.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted right here. 5 wide, 3rd and 10, 3rd and long. Tough spot. Oh, no. Oh, he broke the tackle. He broke the tackle. I thought he was going to get eaten alive. You got to make something happen. He gets sacked. Oh, no. I thought we were about to see the play of the year right there. Who ate him? I didn't quite see.
They all ate him on that one. You needed to step up on that one and throw that ball down the field. You would have loved to see that 4th and 10. Are they going to go for it here? Risky call.
It's
2.5 minutes to go.
I would not. I would not go for it here. Before I like it, now I don't. Let's see. Under center. They do snap the ball. Dynasty drops back, swings it out, and that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Even if he caught the ball, which he did, Jay Moss brings the ball down to 5-yard gain, but it's a turnover. And that's great field position for Boise.
Yeah, couldn't quite see what developed downfield, but I think maybe he just wanted to get the ball to his athlete, his receiver out there in the flat, and hope that he could make a play. That 1st down, this puts him in a pickle here. 2 minutes left to go. Mud Dogs they could run this clock out here.
Yeah, and even on top of that, he didn't even get his feet down, so much worse than I initially thought. Boise here, I formation. Of course, going to hand it off here to Highwind. Gets stifled a little bit. Oh, no. The outside, and that's going to be a touchdown. Fox Highwind able to break around the right side. Looked like he was going to be slowed down by his own lineman, but he gets in there.
The Fox and the Hounds. Great blocking by this O-line. This is his day today. I think he's up over 150 yards with that carry. He just can't be stopped today. Mud Dog's been running downhill all day. They're putting the exclamation mark on this one, I'm afraid, right now. I think with 2 minutes left to go, up 2 scores. This is going to be really tough for Lincoln.
Nearly a dagger right there from Fox Highwind. And it looked like he was going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage possibly, but he stuck with it, was patient, made a nice little move there, broke a tackle at the end, got in the end zone, and now Sammy Steele going to go ahead and make this a 31-17 game, and yes, he does so. Exactly what you want to see if you're a Boise fan right there. They went ahead, their defense stopped the others, they stopped them, went and marched down the field. Not looking good for the Rattlesnakes. We still have some more action coming up. We've got the San Jose Flight taking on the Albuquerque Adams, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then prime time. Annapolis Navigators taking on the Ottawa Cavalry, 8 p.m. make sure you tune in. Make sure you stay tuned in. YouTube Live here at SFL Simulation Football. Ladies and gentlemen, 27-yard line. Rattlesnakes need to make something happen. Am I right, Benji? Line.
Yes, you are. Just like I need to make sure I'm not on mute.
No, you're good. You're good. 1st and 10 here. We got Bryant Dynasty under center. They're going to have to throw the ball. I don't think running is much of an option. Almost like a
great catch.
Man, that was absolutely beautiful. Was that? I think it was Connor Darien. Let's see. We'll be able to see the replay. Timeout called there from the Rattlesnakes. They have a long way to go, but a good way to start off right there. Beautiful pass to Connor Darien.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go here. I think that if you're Lincoln, you're going to try and get this ball down the field, but you can't help but feel bad for the missed opportunities today, the dropped interceptions, some of the dropped passes, and some of the odd play calls and the inopportune moments. So for Lincoln coming in here and battling the Mud Dogs, I think it's been maybe some of these disappointments are going to leave a sour taste in their mouth.
Without a doubt, unless they can go ahead and make something happen here. And honestly, they're marching in a way that you would like to see, though it's going to be tough. Another 1st down. Oh, goodness. And that was almost picked off. Number 58 jumping in front of that one. That's going to be Clay Jones. Wishes he had it. That would have sealed the deal.
That would have.
But unfortunately for Boise, they're still going to have to make some moves here. Unfortunately for the Rattlesnakes, there is still a chance. Maybe not. It's looking tight. But hey, man, I've seen crazier things happen. Am I right?
We have seen crazy things happen. They got to take some chances here, though. They got to throw the ball down the field.
That's the plan right here, hopefully for them. I'd have to imagine. Not many other options. You see Bernie's stats there. Gary Burney, he's just been absolutely killing it on the defensive line for the Boise Mud Dogs. In the shotgun, Dynasty takes the snap. Waiting, throws it across the middle, and again, a nice little completion there. Going to leave it to 3rd and 1. That was to Connor Darien again, getting him involved here late in the game. But we have called his name a couple of times. In the shotgun again, same formation. Drops back, swings it on out, and deflected pass right there. And that was number 35, if I'm seeing correctly. That's our man, Rosca, the stat man, Santagria. Good stuff right there, doing what you have to do for your team, man. I like it.
Yeah, 4th and 1, 2 timeouts, a minute to go. It's we're holding out hope. Things are starting to look a little dim. 4th and 1, you want to, what you balance going down the field to get close to the end zone with just making sure you pick up this yardage.
That's all that's important right now. You need this 1 yard. That's really what matters here. But they're going for the whole thing. Oh no! That's gonna just about be a dagger as he heaves it upfield. And honestly, it looked like he was wide open. Could not bring it in. Connor Darien was? It was. Let me see here. Footsteps, am I right?
Yeah, Connor Darien. Again, it's just a missed opportunity. The quarterback put the ball where it needed to be. The receiver made the play, but just couldn't quite bring it in. But it's just kind of the way it went today for the Rattlesnakes. Just missed opportunities, missed chances. They played well, but we know it's tough to play on the road in this league.
Oh, no, without a doubt about that. Like you said early on, the crowd noise might have had something to do with it. Not quite able to communicate, not quite able to get your head straight. I've been there. That kind of stuff can happen. And now Boise, they don't have to do too much. Even a 3 and out here isn't exactly going to kill them, I'd have to say. For the sake. I mean, no one wants the 3 and out, but...
No, I think that they're already thinking about where they're going to get their steak dinner tonight.
Yeah.
This is a good win for them. Keeps them alive in the playoff hunt. If you're 2-2 in this league right now, you are in the thick of things. And they can be excited about the team they had on the field today. Fox Highwind, the Fox and the Hounds, the Fox Show, whatever else you can think of. He was outstanding. I think the Mud Dogs, they're a good team, and we saw that today.
Oh, just absolutely killed it out there. The offense was looking great. The defense did their job for the Boise Mud Dogs. And yeah, 3rd and 3 right here. A 1st down. At that point, I believe they can just take knees. They do hand it off. It looks like we will see a punt here, but the Rattlesnakes are completely out of timeouts. Not going to have much time left on the clock. It's possible, but you have to think about it. You gotta try. You gotta get some momentum going up there. I'd like to see the Rattlesnakes come out, take the hey, maybe they return a punt, get an onside kick. We're back in business. Am I right?
It's true. It's very true.
Who knows? Who knows? 4th and 1. Boise's gonna wisely punt this one off. And Collier looking to go ahead and set their team up for the victory here.
We need the Lincoln lateral play right now.
And it didn't even look like they had anyone behind them. Gosh darn it. Unfortunately, not what you want. Like I said, a punt return and an onside kick. Or maybe, maybe they hit a really, really quick Hail Mary here. It's possible. That's the thing, man. But not likely, not looking great. You got to think Boise's on the sideline cheesing right now.
Yeah, and Lincoln's going to have a long ride home. If they think about the chances they had today, those opportunities they just couldn't quite take care of. Oh, another sack.
Yeah.
By the Mud Dogs.
You don't want your squad to get hurt either. At this point, it's almost like, oh, goodness. Hey, nice move there. I like it. I like that a lot because that's exciting football right there. So, might not be looking good, but that's some exciting football. Throw across the middle, makes a man miss, spikes the ball. All right. I like it. It.
This is where you'd go into the playbook and you look for one of those 14-point plays.
Yep, that's what you need right here.
You're going to call that one up right now. But, Lincoln shouldn't hang their head. Yeah, disappointing result today, and there were those missed opportunities, but they've got a good team. I think the outlook is good for the season. A lot of great talent that I'm sure we'll see in the big leagues.
Oh, without a doubt about that. Rattlesnakes they came out here and gave it their all. You could see that. It really became a battle of the trenches at some points. Throw is up there, not much going. Across the middle, it is caught, but that is going to be the end of the game. Seemed like a battle of the trenches, and if that was the case, I would have expected the Rattlesnakes to win given their defensive line. It did not go that way, unfortunately, for the Rattlesnakes, as the Boise Mud Dogs pick up the victory 31-17 against the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. And Benji, what do you think about today's game?
Well, I think from the top, we kind of talked about how we wished we could see Lincoln maybe not have to play from behind today. They're on the road. That's always tough, we know. But maybe in a few of their most recent games, they kind of got behind the 8-ball, and they couldn't they couldn't keep up early in the game, got themselves behind, and then they're just stuck with that passing game. And when that passing game's not working for you, or you can't change things up again, we kind of see how a good defense like the Mud Dogs can kind of zero in on you, maybe kind of force their will upon you and kind of take you out of your element. So I think, it's hard to play on the road, but I think we would have liked to have seen Lincoln maybe not have to play from behind today.
I think that would have been the key to success right there, was the hope, for their sake, keep the pedal to the metal. And especially, it comes down to, and I feel like it comes down to this a lot of the times for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes games, the run game. They don't seem like they're able to quite get that going just yet. Now, these are a lot of young players. They've only been playing together for, 6-7 weeks now, counting the on the field practices, OTAs, all that kind of stuff, training camp, maybe a little bit longer. So it's understandable, but they are seemingly well behind the rest of the pack when it comes to getting that ball rushed down the field. Am I right?
I think so. They're running a fast-paced, complicated offense. Looking at our player of the game as if there was any doubt.
Yep.
Fox Highwind, great game today by that Mud Dogs O-line to really open up those holes for him.
Oh, they absolutely did their job right there, and Fox Highwind made sure to take advantage of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an absolute banger of a game. A lot of fun to call. Benji, I want to thank you for calling it with me, my man. And I also want to go ahead and we got to thank the stat team, Rosca Santagria and David Harrell, for providing us with those the stat team, man, need them. Otherwise, this stuff just doesn't go. Thank you guys very much. And Benji, thank you as well.
Absolutely, Mark. My pleasure. Thanks, everyone, for the good play on the field today.
Thank you all for tuning in, and make sure to stick around. We've got another game coming up here. San Jose Flight taking on the Albuquerque Adams, 6 p.m. Stay tuned. Take care, everybody.
Nice call.